you will get some symptoms, right? As I said, if I'm getting cough, if I'm getting cold and fever, before that I may get a cough. So cough is a kind of an indication. So like that, this fellow, when he gets some data, by analyzing it, he says that this is going to be in yellow color. I will know that soon it is going to fail, right? So that means I have to keep the replacement part ready. This fellow may call at any time and then give. And then if it is green color, I know that everything is all right. So now, why, most of the companies, they want to invest on IoT or collecting data and do a prognostic or a diagnostic, is they want to save the money and give a better, customer feedback. So if you see that when sometime, if somebody comes and tells, sir, your washing machine is about to, becoming, non-functional. So there is a problem in this, and then I have brought this. Can I do the replacement? It is under warranty. You do not pay. Will you be not happy? You will be always happy because you never told. But then somebody is, finding that there is going to be a problem or there is a problem. I'm going to replace it. We will be, extremely happy. So that is what, these people in, IoT are doing. So now what in Industry 4.0 they try to do is, you put sensors wherever possible, and then using some communication technology which can be wireless, wired, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, what not. You can collect the relevant information and use analytics, and then you decide, whether it is working well or not. Accordingly, you take decisions. So the decision is sending somebody with the relevant component directly and fixing it and so on. So in fact, sometime back L&T came and then they told that they want to do a project on something called an IoT enabled water purifier. You know that most of the water purifier in places like, Vaniambadi, the quality of water is very hard thanks to, tannery and so on. So you will be using, only water purifier wherever you go. But a problem with this water purifier or even your oil purifier or your two-wheeler, four-wheeler, any device is that we really do not know. We are overusing, underusing or unusing and so on. So sometime, if you are buying a water purifier and then after 3 months you have gone, you are not at home, but still this fellow will come and say that, sir, 3 months is over. I have to do a replacement of this component and so on. But the problem is you never used. On the other hand, it may so happen, maybe, because of Ramjan, there may be a lot of guests may come to your house, stay with you for a month, and then it may be, overused. And within a month, the filter should have got spoiled. But then you are drinking, even after 1 month, the dirty water. So in this case, you are overusing. In the other case, you are unused. But in both the cases, what happens is, these fellows are making money only by period. Like you take, when I want to replace my tires and so on, this fellow will simply send a message, sir, 3 years is old, so can I change it? Or they may say, sir, 70,000 kilometers you have driven. But again, depends on, did I drive with more load, or did I drive on a highway or in a road with a lot of potholes? If it is, with a heavy load and then driving in a road which is a village road with a lot of potholes, it won't last for 80,000 kilometers. Even 50,000 kilometers it is out. But what these fellows are doing is, they don't have any data. So what they are exploiting is just, ask some period and then collect it and so on. So now this L&T wanted to make sure that, they want to create a water purifier which doesn't have, any, which is basically IoT enabled. Once if you buy, they will charge a very nominal amount. After that, like paper usage, just like your internet, the more you use, you are paying it, or your electricity you are using. So for every liter of water, they want to collect some 10 paise, 20 paise and so on. So I asked, why are you doing this? They want to see that, it is going to give more profit for me. Because in the existing model, they buy 8,000 rupees, 10,000 rupees. If they are underusing, they feel that, they are cheated. If they are overusing, and when I replace it, my company is, making a loss. So now I want to see that, use the data, and then you see that when, this fellow is, when guests have come and a lot of people have started drinking water, within 1 month, the IoT is going to tell so many liters of water has been filtered. So this filter is now not good. So this is the specification, you bring and replace. So this fellow will come in 1 month and he will replace it. On the other hand, if you are not at home for 3 months, he will not come and disturb you. After 1 year he will come, or 10 months he will come, and then he will do the replacement and so on. So when you do this, what happens is the customer experience becomes good. So that means when somebody feels that I'm not cheated, he is very loyal to that. So that's why now L&T wants to bring in an IoT. So if you go into an industry, what happens is people want to put IoT wherever there. IoT is you can buy probably a hardware component, or the company itself can fit it and then give it. But the problem you are going to face is you are going to get a lot of data, and then this data has to be analyzed, and the company has to decide. And then now this is what, if you want to create this kind of data visualization and create a dashboard, that's where we are going to use something called Power BI. And the next step you have in Power BI is something called Power Automate. So in that case, what they do is, not only I will look at the data, but that when it is red color, what is the component, and who is the customer, and who is the the service person. So it will automatically send a message to the service person. You go to Ambur, and this street, this house, this model, this particular filter need to be replaced. You do it. Similarly, it will find out from your database who is the customer. It will call and say, your component has got weird out, so and so will come. Can I fix an appointment with you? Will you be available? So now you see that I am not going to call anybody. In fact, what people say is, the way IoT and data science is going on, after 10 years down the line, you are not going to see any receptionist. Now you see in many hospitals, and other restaurants and so on, you have the receptionist jobs are there. So all these are going to be automated, and people use a lot of data. So here the one way of doing is collecting only data, and then if you specify you have to collect this time this data, it is doing it. Now people want to go to the next level of intelligence, where I want to make more and more meaningful questions asked. I will not ask a standard data depending on your interview, right? And depending on the position and depending on your level and the way you answer, I will be asking questions. So same way now people started using something called chatbots, like you take all your Alexa, etc. So now we say that you are giving a voice command. Based on that voice command, it is going to control a device, and then you will get the information. So I will come to know how many times you are using the fan, or how long you are using it, at what setting you are using it. So that information also I can gather. So in future, I will see that if you are using heavily, and then can I sell a better product. So we normally call this as targeted marketing. So people in what we call digital marketing, they are all moving towards only data, right? So if you have more data, and if you know more analysis tools, and then which is going to give you a big picture, then you can easily win a lot of customers, or you can sell more and make profit more, and so on. So the purpose of in data science is make the data into information. So it becomes information that so and so is component at this house is